I see Carrie Cook on, one of my favorites, fellow female inventor with one of my absolute favorite products. And we've got some kind of exciting news to report on the Carrie Cook Leash Your Leash front. So I can't wait to share that with you guys. And at Christmas time, I think I shared with you guys last week, if you were on, you know that I'm such a big fan of stocking stuffers. Like, that's such a big deal for me. And for some reason, sometimes I forget to do a stocking for my dog, Coco, and I get in so much trouble. And so I'm so happy to be doing this show because it already has me thinking of what that stocking is going to be like this year. And I already know I'm looking around seeing lots of the items that are going to be going into that stocking. So if you have a pet, I'm hoping that I'm able to help you stock your what am I trying to say? Stuff your stocking tonight for your pet as well. Doug Harley, a dog named Harley, and kitties, Kit Kit and Quincy. That's Monica right there. Let's see. And Carrie's got, oh my gosh, it's going so fast. I can't even keep up. We've got Storm and Shadow from Headlight Harness, and then Lola, Coda, and Coco. Carrie, you're a woman after my own heart right there. Those are her dogs. And Curry on a Stick is here. One of my very favorite grooming tools. I shouldn't even say one of, probably my very favorite grooming tool on the planet. I cannot wait to share that with you. I did feature it in the past, but it's been such a long time, so I'm so happy to bring it back. And we've got a new maker on tonight, and that, or new to me anyway, that is Kitty Cardboard, all the way from Florida. And I think even, is it St. Pete's, if I'm remembering correctly? Because I spent so much time there because of HSN, which is right there, which is where my product line is. So I'm constantly flying back and forth. So I was excited to see that. So guys, welcome. And it's, my gosh, what is today? Is today the 10th? 12th, 10th. Today is the 10th. So we have almost exactly, let's see, 14 shopping days left. It is so hard to believe. I have not started, although I always feel like I have when I do Grommet Live, because I'm always looking for cool gifts to share with all of you guys. So I feel like I've done it all, but I haven't even scratched the surface for myself. So I need to get started on that. Let's see, what else? A little bit of housekeeping before we jump in, because we have so many products tonight. So many. Unfortunately, we had to kind of peel some away because we just kept wanting to add and add and add. We thought about doing a whole nother show, but we're just running out of time. So we decided to put as many as we could in tonight. So we've got a lot to get to. So I just want to cover a few quick things before we dive right in. But first and foremost, I love that you guys are lighting up the chat, because all of the makers, and I think there are 9 of them tonight, maybe even 10. I could have lost count. What happens inside the chat is very, very important to them. And the reason I say that is because if that chat gets going, and if all of the social media platforms that we're on see that, they go, wow, there's something exciting going on Grommet Live. We need to push this out to more and more people. And that's when the viewership just goes and goes and goes. And it's all around the world. So it's so exciting. In fact, these past few shows, we've had thousands and thousands, and it feels like we don't, because we're from all these different channels. And then at the end of the night, we go, look, it's just incredible. And so much of that is owed to you guys in the chat. So I would love for you to, please don't be shy there. Please chime in, especially when we're talking about our pets. It's even that much more fun to chime in. So definitely do that. If you love what a maker has created, let them know. There is nothing better than that for an inventor or a maker, to hear that you guys love what they made. And so there is a way that you can do that beyond just the chat, and that is with the QR code. So when I'm talking about a product, you'll see the picture of the product and you'll see a QR code beneath it. Jen is helping us out right there with the first one. So think of the QR code just as a way to vote, a way to give a virtual high five to the maker that you think it's a cool product. Now, you're getting something back for doing that. They're giving you a 20% discount on that product that you can use tonight, or you can use a year from now or a month from now, whenever you want. But it's just this win-win, because the makers get excited to know that you like their product. Grommet likes hearing what you guys like, and you get that 20%. So it is a win-win. So just go to town with those QR codes. Speaking of QR codes, one of the most fun parts of our Grommet Live shows is always the giveaways. And this night is going to be just just like that. We're going to do 2 giveaways. We're going to do one about halfway into the show, and that's going to be my choice of the night, the product that I'm loving, which is always a little difficult, but I have some thoughts on which one that's going to be. And so to enter that part of the giveaway, all you have to do is use that QR code right there. So just take a quick pic with your phone, enter there, and you are good to go. You're not buying anything. There's no strings attached. You are just Grommet saying thank you for being here, for supporting the makers and all of that. So get in on that. And because you guys are here live and we have a good number of you in the house tonight, you guys have a chance to have this little extra perk where we give you a second chance, where you can double your chances of winning just by putting one word inside the chat. You can put 2 words if you'd like, but one word is just giveaway. Just say giveaway, and Jen, our producer, is on call. She's going to be watching that like a hawk, and she's going to be giving double the entries to anyone that puts that inside the chat. So you don't want to miss out on that. And gosh, I think that is the main stuff. And so we want to get right into these products because there's a lot of them and there's a lot of good ones, and I don't want to miss any of them, and I want to give each one a good amount of time. So I'm going to get started with a product that I just alluded to a second ago. And because I know our maker is in the house, and that is Jeff Feinstein, who created, along with Sharon, created the amazing curry on a stick. Please let me know in the chat if you already have one of these, if you're already using one of these with your pet, or if you have in the past. This is wildly popular. To be quite honest, neither Greg nor I understood why it was so wildly popular when we first featured it way back when. When we saw that we were going to be featuring curry on a stick, we both thought we were maybe going to be having some kind of Indian food. That is the truth. We did not know what curry on a stick is or was or continues to be. But I did a little research to find out what that is, and I would be curious if anyone knows what curry on the stick is other than this. So prior to him creating this, it is a thing. And as you're seeing in that picture right there, it has to do with a horse. And I did have a horse for a couple of years when I was growing up. I lived in Lake Tahoe, and we had a little barn kind of a thing. And my horse was Jedediah Smith, called him Jed. And I used a curry on a stick all the time, every single day with Jed, and he loved it and I loved it. And basically it was one of those brushes that you use on a horse. And it is just, it's so cool. I can't believe I didn't think at the time of it for other animals, but I used it constantly, as I know if you have a horse, you do as well. And so that is where the name curry on a stick comes from. But this is even so much more than that. So this is a very premium, very special therapeutic grooming tool. So this is not your typical brush for your dog. This is very therapeutic and very thoughtfully designed. I'm going to go through all the little details of it because I really want you to understand how cool it is. But as you can see right there, it is double-sided. It's very substantial when you hold it. Very comfortable to hold, I might add. It is, the handle's very ergonomically designed, and that's actually part of the invention, is that Jeff and Sharon wanted to make it pain-free for people to groom their animals, because I know Sharon struggled a bit with arthritis as well as neuropathy, and so creating a hold and a grip that would be comfortable was really, really important to them. And they definitely achieved that. I've never quite held a grooming tool that is so comfortable. And there's something to it that's also, it's very balanced. So it just makes it so easy to do pain-free. Now, when I say to do, I want to show you the 2 different sides. As you're seeing there, there's sort of this coarser side right here. Kind of give you the side view there. And then this is, sort of the smaller bristles, but this is a very durable, heavy duty sort of a rubber, if you will. And you can use the different sides for different reasons. And you could theoretically, if your pet has more of a thin coat, you might want to be on this side. And if it's sort of a more thicker coat, you might want to be using this side. But really, what they say, and I think it just makes so much sense, is that this softer side is going to be for their face, for their head, for their neck, I believe, and their legs, which can get kind of tender. And so where this is going to be really for the body. And what I love about this tool is in using it, so much of it is about bonding with your pet. As I mentioned, you guys have, many of you know, I have a dog named Coco. She's a black lab. She's definitely on the older side now. And those special times, since I mean, I started using this when we first featured it, and I have not stopped. And I know that when she sees me pull this out, she gravitates. She comes toward me because she wants to have that time together, and she wants that sort of massage that you get, that she gets with this tool. And I actually went, they have, I'm going to pull up right here, a very cool diagram that will help you understand the different ways that you can massage your pet and what really helps them. What I find is the green circle right there. Coco has issues with her hips. So I have followed this and really done sort of a circular massage, and she loves that. And then the other thing that I hadn't been doing before, that I kind of intuitively was doing because I know she was struggling with that, but it is that the linear, the strokes, the neck and shoulders there. That is her. I mean, she puts her chin up and just does not want me to stop. And then, of course, just going down the back. Now, because she's older, I do it very softly with Coco. But all of that advice is such good advice. And if you can take time, and I find Korean stick makes me do that. Just I slow down, I take time to give her that massage. But beyond the massage, the other thing that it does is it's excellent as far as de-shedding goes. And my dog definitely sheds. And she's got, over the years, has had a lot of skin issues. This has been gold. Truly, truly magic for her. Because what this does, what it's designed to do, is not only to, sort of remove the dead hair, as you would think, but also the dead skin cells. And it also increases circulation. And so when that circulation increases, then it also gets the oil production flowing, which leads to a healthier coat, just that more lustrous, more shiny coat. And I have noticed such a difference. And on that topic of the shiny coat, the other thing is I use this for bathing. So whenever I'll put the dog shampoo on her, and this is the brush that I use to really get it in there, and then I'll do the softer side, and she loves it. I love it because my hands aren't having my, under my fingernails and all that. I'm not doing that anymore. This is doing the work for me. And then it's so easy to clean when you're done because of the material. It's just rinse and done. So, gosh, I just love this. And I have had so many dogs over the years, mostly labs, and they all tend to have the hip issues. And I just wish I knew about this sooner. And I just want every dog owner to know about this and to have one of these. And as we are heading into the holidays, we are in the holidays, but thinking of those pet lovers in your life, this is such a wonderful gift, because you're not only giving a gift that the pet is going to love so much, and it doesn't have to be just a dog. Cats love it just as much. And obviously, I believe it was originally created for horses. So it's, sky's the limit. But whatever kind of pet you'll be using it for, it is just such a special gift to give them, because not only is the pet going to love that, but it does create that bonding time for them with their pet. So I was so excited to have this on this show, because as much as I use it personally, I also think and I did give this to my brother and sister-in-law, and they love it as well. They have a lab too. So, and not that this is just for labs at all, as I'm sure you know. Let's see. Carrie is saying, oh, my Lola needs this for her neck. Oh, she will love it. Love, love, love it. The other thing I do with it is I recently learned about the massaging of the forehead. I had never done that with any of my dogs. And I don't remember if it was Jeff and Curry on the Stick that taught me that, but I started doing that. And I do it actually with this part and I do this for her. That could be her very favorite thing that I do. She just does. If I stop, she just looks at me like, what are you stopping for? Keep going. Loves it. So using this end, and I know it's probably not what it was designed for, but I just kind of go outside the box, and it's a hit with her. I'll tell you what, definitely is. And gosh, I mean, to get something of this premium quality, so well done, just incredible. And vets sell this all over the country. This is approved by the Chi Institute, which evidently is just kind of the preeminent veterinary institute, and they love it. So it is very, very approved by the big wigs in the vet industry, which always is sort of reassuring. The reviews, you guys, off the charts. So if there is any any question, if you're remotely thinking about it, please take that QR code so that you get the 20% off, because it's typically almost $30 and you're getting it for under $24. It's $23.96. And I just love that price point when it comes to holiday gifting. And what a perfect little thing to put in that pet stocking, whether you have a cat or a dog or a horse or a goat, whatever it is. Very important to do their jowls. Okay, thank you, Jeff. That is not something that I have done, so I'm glad you said that. Any other tips, please bring them on. Let's see here. Got many, would not use anything else. Absolutely. I mean, Jeff, just congratulations to you on such a phenomenal product. It really is. To me, it's kind of like that, kind of the gold standard when it comes to grooming and massage. And it's something that everybody, the world needs to know about because it's so incredibly helpful. So many benefits to it for both the owner and the pet. So pretty cool. So if you guys think that is a great item, let him know by giving him an upvote with that QR code. It means so much. And you're getting that 20%, whether you use it tonight or not. And if you know several people that have pets and you're thinking, oh, that'd be great for them and them and them, that 20% you can use on all of those if you buy them at one time. So that's kind of a nice savings. That adds up over time for sure. Excuse me, thirsty. Okay, we are going to move along to the next product. The next product, I want to make sure I am in sync with my producer, and I believe that I am. Okay, I hope these guys are in the house. I hope the namesake is in the house, although I'm not sure if he would be, because he's a very, very, very busy guy. This next product we have featured before, and I believe it won Product of the Week quite a while ago. So Greg and I even got to have the makers on the show, and that was a ton of fun. But what makes this product so kind of really, really fun, kind of really wowed everybody at Grommet when we launched it, was they literally thought there was fraud going on because the upvoting that happens at Grommet, it was going so fast that they'd never seen anything like it. And so they literally were putting the brakes on it until they could figure out why the upvoting was happening so quickly. So needless to say, they did win Product of the Week. The reason why the upvoting was happening so quickly is because this particular product is represented by a very famous influencer, and the influencer happens to be a dog, and the dog is Tucker. And let me show you Tucker, and you'll see why people love Tucker. You don't want to see me, you want to see Tucker. I'm certain of that. Look how cute he is, first of all. So, I mean, he's just the most adorable dog you've ever seen, but it goes so far beyond that. I mean, when I say he's a macro influencer, he's got millions upon millions of followers. I think on average, his website gets like 6 to 7 million visitors a month. He gets paid a pretty penny for any posting that he does. His owner is Courtney. But when I say pretty penny, I believe he gets paid somewhere between like $50,000 and $60,000 for a post. That's how famous Tucker is. And if you've never seen any of Tucker's social media, TikTok, Instagram, oh my gosh, the reels, they're so hysterical. You will end up binge watching because each one is funnier than the next. And this dog has a personality for days. And so Tucker is the dog behind Tucker's Gold. And Tucker's Gold, I'm going to show you it right here. This is actually my dog's, so it might be not quite as pretty and new as it should be because we use it every single day, twice a day. This is a CBD oil, very, very premium. Every ingredient is the best of the best, the cream of the crop of that particular ingredient. When I first found out about it through Grommet, I had not heard of it. I had not heard of Tucker, clearly living under a rock. And I was a little apprehensive about trying CBD oil with cocoa because I have in my brain the connotation that CBD equates to drugs or, THC. And I just didn't totally understand it. Although I know it's become quite a big deal in the pet industry that evidently the benefits of CBD for animals, not just dogs, all animals, has been studied quite closely, and the results and the benefits are incredible. So I was, as I mentioned, kind of apprehensive. And when I saw the price point, as you're seeing, the regular price is, this is one where that Grommet discount's incredible, because the regular price is $99 for this little guy. So it really is gold. And with the Grommet discount, it's only $80. So that is one that, pick that up, even if you're just considering it, so that you have it. But inside, and the dosage that you would give to any given animal would, basically, it's directly related to the weight. So for Coco, who weighs about 60 pounds, 65 pounds maybe, she is, I give her about just below, it's supposed to be 0.75 milliliters at a time, and I do that twice a day. But with her, it seemed to me just a little too much. She seemed a little groggy the first time I gave it to her. So I went down on the dosage, and I found that sweet spot. And so it's below the 0.75. But inside of this is not just CBD. There are some ingredients that, again, as I said, are just premium. And when there's lots of different uses for it and different reasons that you would want to use this with your pet. One of them that is really significant is anxiety. And I know that seems a little silly with animals, but as I learn more and more, and I think about it more and more, it's actually quite significant, because when you think about 4th of July and the fireworks going off, if you've ever been with a dog or a cat, probably, you know how scary that is, how frightening that is for them. And so there are lots of animals that get anxiety when the owner's gone. There's all these reasons that they would. And the CBD oil can really, really help with that. And in particular, I believe the ingredient that really helps with that is the ashwagandha that is in there. And that helps with other things as well. But that's one of the key ingredients. There is also turmeric, which is one that everybody loves, and that I love, because it really does help with the joints and the cartilage, which for my older dog, that is a big deal. Digestion is also an issue, and that's also the ashwagandha. But another thing that it has that I hadn't heard of is called krill oil. And krill oil is put in there so that the ingredients that are in here start working more quickly than it would without. So they really absorb. And so the efficacy of them is stronger, and the speed at which it starts working is faster. And so I was excited about that, because I really did feel like Coco needed something like this so badly. And there's DHA in there. This is all, you get nervous about the regulations. Are these things regulated? There's so many of these kinds of things on the market these days. So King Canine, who is behind it, took every step that they could possibly take to ensure and help you feel secure that these ingredients are what they say, and that they do have the benefits that they tout that they have. And so they do have it all third-party tested. And so all of the claims are, really accurate and are third-party. So what I have noticed since started using it, the big one I was thinking about tonight when I was going to do the show is what can I point to specifically? And then I thought, you know what, on Thanksgiving, this just happened, where my sister-in-law said, "What are you doing different with Coco?" Because she is 14, so we really felt like she did not have much more time left, and she couldn't move much, was really struggling and couldn't go upstairs at all. And she still can't go up, a big flight of stairs, but even like the few front porch stairs. And she does that now. And she comes to me and wags the tail and wants to go for the walk, where I would drag her. So there has been a significant change in her. And I notice when I am away from the house or traveling or anything like that, and I come home, I can tell that fast if she has not been having her CBD. It really makes a difference in her temperament, and it's making a difference for sure in those joints. Because I really was so worried about her, and I'm, of course I'm worried because she's older, but not so worried about her pain anymore. Like she seems okay with all of that. So I am such a believer in it, and I know so many people are just die hard Tucker's Gold. Like when they run out, it's panic time. And so that 20%, if everybody could know about that, they would be very happy about that. But it is, I think they've had close to 200,000 happy users of Tucker's Gold, and the reviews off the charts, almost all 5 stars. Go to their website, go to any place else they sell it. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. One other thing, just kind of fun, is, couldn't have said it better. Oh, we do have the maker in the house. I did not know that. Couldn't have said it better myself. Really love the real life example of Coco. So happy she is more mobile. Thanks for the kind words. John, I mean every word of that. I've been really just kind of, and you want to question that. You want to think, is it really because of that? But there really has not been much else different. I mean, it could be the combo because these are the two different things actually. I don't know, but there's something different and enough that my family's even commenting on it. And they don't see her all the time. So the difference to them was significant. My dog got hit by a car. Tucker's Gold was a lifesaver during his recovery. So cool. And something else, when we had the makers, the King Canine on with us, I was telling them about my back issues. And they said, put it on topically on your back. I don't know, John, if you remember that, but I did that. When I got home that night, I did that. And it actually, I'm so glad I'm remembering this right now because I haven't done it lately, but now I'm having hip issues. So I'm going to put it right on my hip because it really did, the topically worked for me. So this is gold as far as I'm concerned. Here is the packaging just to show you that. So cute. Well, you're seeing it right there in the QR code. But you guys, if you love your pet, if you have a pet that's older or has anxiety or stress or any of that, try this. You will be so happy that you did. Really, really, and spend some time. It is, someone else is saying it's liquid gold. It really is. Spend some time on their website to learn about it because I can't even do it justice with all the ingredients and what each one does. But it's working for Coco. So thank you, John, for being here in the chat. And thank you, King Canine. I mean, I love this, but I love so many of their products. She also does the little crunchies. I forget the name of them, but I love those crunchies. I love, I'm going to blank on them all, but spend some time on their website. Look at all the different things that they have because it's great. Let's see. Headlight Harness is saying, sounds amazing. It really is. I mean, what can I say? It is for me anyway. Okay, guys, we're going to move on because we have so many more to go. And again, I'm just checking to make sure I'm going in order and I'm not going to get in trouble by my boss, Jen, my producer. Okay, I am so excited about this one. As you guys know, once I get talking about it, you'll know. This maker is in the house. This maker is a fellow female inventor. This maker has become a good friend of mine over the years. We've met a few times in person now. She is a member of the Women Inventors Club that I run. And if you haven't joined yet and you are a female entrepreneur, woman inventor, anything like that, please join. It's free and it's incredible. Anyway, this maker created a product called Spleesh Your Leash. And if you haven't heard of it, trust me, you will hear of it other than just tonight. Not only is it such a brilliant invention that is so helpful, so necessary for anybody that has an animal that lives, not even just living in warm climates, but when you're walking a dog, if you're going for a hike with your dog, if you're anything, you know how hot they can get. And especially mine's a black lab. So that heat, when it hits her, she gets hot so fast. And I never seem to have water to give her when I'm out and about. We look for the water bowl somewhere. One of the houses will have one out, or if you're at a dog park, they have kind of a central one, but they're so gross, yucky. And I try to remember to bring something for her, but I don't always. Well, Carrie and her daughter created Spleesh Your Leash. I'm going to show it to you right here. And when I say you're going to find out about it very soon, if you don't already know about it, that's because Carrie and Spleesh Your Leash and her daughter are going to be featured on a new TV show that is airing now. Maybe many of you guys have heard of it already. It's called Buy It Now. In fact, I have a picture of it. I'm going to show it to you. I've got a lot of pictures tonight. Okay, here it is. Here's the little ad for it, and it is on Amazon Prime. It streams on Amazon Prime. It's a kick. It's really fun to watch. I've been watching it because I know several people that are being featured on it, so it's been so fun. One of the first ones was actually also a Grommet product, CPR wraps. Anyway, Carrie and her product are going to be featured on that. And Carrie, I cannot remember the date. I know I want to say beginning of January, but let me know on that. I don't even know if you're allowed or even if you know. But anyway, she's going to be featured on that. And I'll give you a little sneak peek right here of her actually on stage doing her thing. I don't know what happens. She has not told me. It is very top secret, but I know that I believe she should win. And when I say win, they get to, not only do they have a chance to win some good money, but they have a chance to have their product featured in Amazon's Buy It Now storefront, which is a pretty big episode, a pretty big opportunity. It is episode 12 that she's going to be. Oh, it's on tomorrow. Why did I think January? Oh my gosh. Okay, everybody has to tune in tomorrow. Got to see Carrie. We got to light it up for her and this product. So let's get into the product and then definitely tune in tomorrow night. I'm so glad we're having you on tonight so we can talk about it. Awesome. Okay, so Spleesh Release. Let's get down to biz. Okay, what it is as you're seeing right here, this is an accessory to your dog's leash. So this can be attached to your own leash. You don't have to get a new leash, although Carrie does sell them as well. So this is actually the leash that it comes with. She has a brilliant attachment mechanism that is patented, and I'm going to show you a video in just a second to show you how all that works. Actually, she's on in a few hours. It's available at midnight tonight, and that's East Coast, I take it. Amazon changed the date. It was January. Okay, thank you that I'm not that crazy. Appreciate that, letting me know that. And I'll definitely let all the women inventors know too. I'm sure they already do, but I'll put something up inside that, inside the group for sure. So this attaches to your leash. It is on so uber strong, you could not get your strongest dog in the world is not going to detach this. In fact, she does a little video where she shows a truck pulling it. That's how strong it is. But the magic of this is really here, because inside what this does is it holds 12 ounces of water. So if you are out and about with your dog, you're walking, you're hiking, whatever it is, and they get hot, there's a couple things that happen. Number one, this pulls down right here, and this becomes sort of a drinking bowl. And again, I'm going to show you a video so you know exactly what I'm talking about. But the water is filled right here in this reservoir right there. And then when your dog is thirsty, you can either fill this up with this little spray mechanism here, and I'm using my finger to trigger that, and it fills it up. First time I used it with Coco, she did not know what the heck was going on, and she kind of moved away from it. But as soon as she tasted that ice cold water, she realized exactly what it was, and this is now her best friend. And it's my best friend too, because when I'm out and about and I don't have water, I feel like the worst mom on the planet, especially because she gets so hot and old and all of that. So now the fact that I can fill that up instantly, and then when she's done, I just close it up and we keep going. And this handle is so comfortable. It to me is the best, most comfortable, easiest way to hold a leash is with this. I love it. So comfortable. But the other thing with that spray mechanism that I was showing you there is that it also is a sprayer. So it kind of can be sort of a mister to your dog to cool the dog off, which I use it for that. But it's also a deterrent. Let's say there's a Rottweiler or a Doberman Pinscher, whatever, off leash. Let's say there's a coyote. We have a lot of coyotes in our area right now. It's the craziest thing. Coming toward you, you can spray this and it's going to shoot a nice tight stream of water 14 feet. And so it can really kind of scare off instantly any animal that's coming toward you. They won't know what's going on. And so what a nice kind of peace of mind element. And when I first started using it, I didn't even think of that. And Carrie pointed it out. And I just thought, wow, especially, I mean, it could be a rattlesnake. It could be anything. To be able to have that to, you know, just deter is, you know, kind of a defense mechanism is really, really nice. But the other thing I use it for is we live by the beach. And so when we always go, she likes to go potty on the sand. And then when we come back to the house, she's got those sandy feet. I can just spray her feet and, you know, kind of rinse it off before we go in the house. So that was another one that I didn't think of immediately, but I tried it, just kind of instinct. And that's become one of my favorite uses of it too. So it's this, you know, what we call it is just a hydration station. I love that for your dog. So no matter where you are, you always know that you have good, clean water to feed them when they need it, when they're, you know, getting dehydrated, you've got that. And then you've also got a way to cool them off with that sprayer. And you also have a way to clean them off. And you also have a way to keep you and your pets safe, all in this little guy right here. And price point, with the Grommet discount, $28. You guys give her some upvotes. I mean, she such a smart product. And I truly believe this is a product that saves pets' lives. I just really, really believe that, because it just seeing the difference in Coco when I'm able to give her that cold water is incredible. Let me show you the video of it in action so you guys know what I'm talking about. I could talk about it for days. Jen, I'm going to have you, oh, I think I found it. There we go. So there it is. That's that mechanism of how it attaches to your leash. And it is just so tight. And there it is with that spray. And then look how cute that is. Just becomes this perfect little drinking fountain. And the dogs love it. And then there he is spraying off the feet like I talked about, and get her in the car all clean. It's just so smart, so easy to use, lightweight, comfortable, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant invention, and a perfect holiday gift to give anybody that has a pet, because it makes their life so much easier too, just to have that with them when they go walking, which everybody does. If you have a pet, you got to walk them. So it's great, especially in those warmer climates. And people are saying, we've already upvoted, upvote done. Thank you, Monica, for that. Someone else, oh no, that's Monica also saying this is awesome. It's awesome. I can't wait to see the show tonight to find out how she does. You guys cheer her on, tune in, and I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that it is going to be sold in the Buy It Now store, because I can't imagine any judge saying no to her. And if they do, I'm coming after them. So congratulations, Carrie Cook, on all of your success, on all of the excitement, everything that's happening in your world. You deserve it and so much more. So wishing you the best of luck tonight, although I know you already know what happened, but thank you so much. Oh, you're so welcome. Okay, guys, we're going to move on to the next product. And the next product, I'm not sure if these makers are in the house or not. I have featured this one a few times, and that is because I'm such a fan of this product. And I always have to tell my story. They probably don't even want me to, but when it showed up at my house, I had no clue what it was. So I used my imagination and used it the way I thought I should be using it. This is a Shark Tank product, and this is a product that was wildly, or continues to be wildly successful. So I couldn't, once I realized how successful it is, and I was the only person on the planet that hadn't heard of it and didn't know how to use it, I quickly did some research so that I could get caught up on this whirlwind of a product. This is called Fur Zapper. If you have a cat or a dog in your home, you know the lovely, unless you have a bald one or the ones that don't shed, you know what that's like. And there are certain times a year when the shedding, the fur is everywhere. It's just nonstop. It's kind of year round at my house. And because it's black and we have kind of a lighter home, it shows up like crazy. So when these guys showed up, boom, 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 I picked them up. I felt they do have a little sticky, kind of a clingy feel to them, very kind of soft and pliable. And so with the name Fur Zapper, I thought, oh, okay, well, these are going to be brilliant for finally getting fur out of those little creases and different things around the house where it just piles up and I can't get to it. Like for me, it's the line of the stairs. It gets right in that carpet and I can't get it out, along our couch, like the feet, all these little places. So I put these on my hands and I went around and I started doing this, and I was blown away at, it feels like a magnetic force that loves fur. Just instantly, any fur around was just boom. And then I would just take it and throw it away, or I could rinse it off. And it was like that the stickiness is regenerated instantly. And so it's just as sticky the 50th time that I use it as it is right out of the package. And so that's how I was using it until I learned that that's not how you're supposed to use it. But now I use it two different ways. I do continue to use it that way. In fact, I have one in my car, and because I like to have Coco in the car with me, and when it gets in the seats, boop, boop, comes right out. I love it so much. But the real way that you're supposed to use this is inside the washer and dryer. Brilliant. So if you have a pet, you know what I'm talking about. When you take your clothes off at the end of the day, there's fur all over it and you're trying to get it off. Instead, you can now put your clothes in the wash, throw one of these in the wash, and it is going to twist and turn and go in the water like that. And as I described, it has almost a magnetic attraction to fur. This does not stick to clothing. It's the oddest thing. I don't know what the engineering is of it, but the fact that it just takes that fur, and then when that water drains out of the washing machine, it actually just goes out with the water. So you're not opening the washing machine and seeing this covered in fur or the washing machine itself or the clothes, it's all gone. It's like you don't have a pet. But just to take it a step further, then you put your clothes in the dryer, this goes in the dryer too. So it kind of does one last swoop to get rid of any extra hair. And then that goes right down into the lint thing somehow. It is like this magic pad, if you will, fur zapper that just takes care of biz when you put it in the washer and dryer. Now, if you have multiple pets, what they recommend is that you have one per pet is about the right amount. And so, and again, you could use it again and again and again. And it is self-cleaning, obviously, because it's going in the wash. And then, but in the dryer, you might want to clean it. All you're really doing is rinsing it under water. That's regenerating whatever those ingredients are that make this sticky. And you're using it again. So you can use it outside like I do, but also in the washer and dryer, and it will take care of all of the fur that's ever attached to your clothes or your blankets or your towels or anything. Such an incredible, very simple, very affordable. I love that price point, because if you do have, you're not buying for your own pet, but somebody that has a pet and you just want to get them a little something nice for their pet, I think just over $10, and you're getting 2 of them. So you get a pack of 2, comes in this packet right here. Perfect little pet stocking stuffer, but perfect little gift for anyone, especially if someone is getting a new pet and they don't really understand how bad that fur can get. They will thank you once they use these for the first time. They are so well made, and it is not a surprise that they have sold thousands upon thousands upon thousands of these, and that it was such a hit on Shark Tank, and it just continues to skyrocket. And so I'm so glad to have discovered it through Grommet. And I just think at that price point, I was really excited to have it on the show, because I think anytime we can have some affordable little things mixed in here, it helps a lot. Okay, we are going to do a giveaway now. I know I promised you we'd do one halfway through, and then we're going to do another one at the end. The one at the end, I don't think I mentioned. The one at the end is going to be a trivia question based on something that we talk about tonight on the show. So we want you to pay attention, because the first person that answers that question at the end of the show, I'm going to ask the question, and we're going to wait for everybody to kind of chime in the chat, and that person is going to win whatever it is I'm giving away at the end of the show. Okay, so this one I am going to, let's see, what am I going to give for the first one? Oh, I've got to give the Spleece Your Leash away, because we're celebrating Spleece Your Leash tonight, because it's going to be on Buy It Now. So this is your chance to get a Spleece Your Leash for free through our giveaway. And so if you have not already entered, you're probably too late to win this one, but definitely enter, because you will be entered for other giveaways as well. So definitely do that with the QR code right there. But our producer has already pulled the winner as of about 30 seconds ago. So let me see what that is, who it is. And our first winner, the winner of Spleece Your Leash is, oh, I just had it. Oh, Christina Talley. Christina, congratulations. And I will tell you that Spleece comes in 2 colors. So I'm going to show you those 2 colors, because where did I put them? There they are. Because Christina, you can choose between, it is the Arctic teal, I love that name, and the orange. So, and I would love to know, Carrie, which one is your best seller? I'm always curious about that. I always ask that. So let us know about that. And then I also want to show you Carrie up close, so that you guys know who to look for tonight on Buy It Now. And she's so pretty. And there she is right there. She lives in Southern California, not far from me, actually. So definitely look for her. And I'll just show you a couple other pictures that I pulled just of Spleece Your Leash in action. It just, these dogs are too cute. I have to show them. Okay, let's see. The teal is the best seller. That was going to be my guess. I love when I get that right. Although the orange, I'm really into orange, but that it's just so striking, that teal against the black. I love that. Okay, so that was our first giveaway winner, but if you didn't win, there is still a chance. And I think the second one's more fun, because we get to do the little trivia together. So pay attention. It's not going to be anything, you know, earth-shattering. You don't have to be super smart to know the answer. It's just something that I'm talking about tonight on the show. Okay, our next product. This one is so fun. I've got products all over the place here. So let me grab it. Greg and I featured this on one of our very first shows. This is a product that is for cat lovers. Who here has a cat or is a lover of cats? Put that in the chat. Let us know, because this is for you, or maybe you know someone who is a lover of cats and who has a cat. If that is you, you are going to love this product, and the cat is going to love it even more. And that's what I love so much about it. Someone's saying my mom is a crazy cat lady. My cousin is a crazy. He not long ago had 9 cats at one time. I think he's going to be getting this for Christmas for sure. He might be getting 9 of them, actually. This is a product called Hide and Scratch. This is another one where I love the price point. I was shocked at the price point, quite frankly. Just over $15 for this guy. But if you have a cat, or you know cats, or you've ever had a cat, you know they are so funny. They love to hide. They love to get, think that they're smaller than they are and get all balled up in a corner. They love to also be on the lookout and, kind of be peering around and, not missing a beat. And the maker of this product, her name is Karin, excuse me. Well, we have someone else saying, I love cats, ML. Okay, and Kitty Cardboard is in here as well. Okay, so she created this, I think, about 3 or 4 years ago. And she did so because she has a cat, or has been a cat lover for years, and she knows that you can buy them all the toys in the world, and the only toy they really want to play with is a cardboard box. They love to hide in there. They love to scratch in there. And so your Amazon box becomes it's not the toy that came in the box. She wants the box. And so her idea was, why not create a box specially designed just for cats, where all the measurements are just right for all the things that we just described, where they can hide just perfectly, where they can scratch, where they can kind of be on the lookout, like be hiding, but at the same time seeing everything that's going on. And so she created Hide and Scratch. And if you could hold this, you would be shocked that this is $15.20 on the Grommet discount. It is so nicely made. Yes, it's cardboard, but like premium, durable, nice cardboard. I love the print is simple, but really nice and attractive. It's not an Amazon box sitting in your living room that your cat's playing in. It's nice looking. And then all of the measurements, as I mentioned, are exactly how they are for a reason. The height is the height that it is, and the ability for them to kind of hide in the corner, but peek over it and see what's going on. And the cats also love to rest their head right here when they lay down to sleep. They love sleeping in here because they get to get so cozy. But probably the most popular feature is what's in here. And this is the scratch pad. And this is a double-sided scratch pad that they just go to town on. I'm going to show you a video where you can see how much they just kind of instantly gravitate toward it and just have so much fun with it. Such a simple thing, but so loved by every cat that I've seen so far. My eyes are so bad. Jen, I'm going to need your help here. Too many videos. Oh, she knows right where it is. Okay, there they are. Look at them just jumping in, going down into the corners, going to town on that scratch pad. They love it. Look at hiding down there. This one is funny. I love that. See, it just feels so good to them with their nails, their cat nails, cat claws. So such a clever product. It comes in 4 different colors. Let me show you the colors. The one that you just saw there, that is the gray. And then it also has a dark brown that's almost in a way a little similar to that. If I can find it. Sometimes we lose pictures, and I think this might be one of them. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Darn it. Yeah, it's gone. It's so strange. Every night it feels like there's like 2 or 3 pictures that we have them in there and then they're gone. I don't know. The picture thief. Anyway, I'll tell you the colors. They are the dark gray, which you just saw. That's the charcoal gray. Then there is a light gray, so almost like a silvery gray. Same print. And then there is a light pink, which is just kind of a touch of pink, kind of a perfect pink, I think. And then a dark brown. So depending on what room of the house it's going to go in and what matches and how it coordinates, they're all great colors. I love them. And then that double-sided scratch pad, there's actually 3 layers to it, and then you can turn them over. So this is a durable, long-lasting box, if you will. It's going to last a lot longer than an Amazon box, but it's attractive. The cats love it. It's just been a phenomenon, and it is like so quickly. I think it's up to like 1,400 upvotes on Grommet Live. I mean, on Grommet, and the reviews, close to 3,000 reviews already. Just kind of across the board, almost all 5-star. Again, I only mention them when they are almost all 5-star, and this is definitely one of them. So cat people are loving it. All you cat ladies out there and cat cousins, this is a product for you and a fun product to gift. It's so lightweight. I think it weighs I was going to say 1.5 pounds. It's 1.4 pounds. So super light, easy to put together. It took me all about 30 seconds to put it together. And it's just so clever. So that is the Hide and Scratch, created by Karen. And I do love also that she is in a partnership with Mission Meow. So where she does donate, I think she donates product to animals in need. So I think that's fantastic. Okay, just got one from my brother, says Fleece Your Leash. Yeah, oh God, it's just such a no-brainer if you have someone that loves a cat at that price point. Grab that 20% makes a difference, and they'll love it. And again, great colors. I'm sorry I don't have the picture to show you guys. Okay, up next is a product that I love, that Coco loves, that our whole family loves, that I'm so grateful for. And I've never until now, I've had dogs my whole life, never used a harness style collar / leash system, if you will. And I always see other dogs wearing them, and I've always wondered exactly what they're for. I have an idea, and I think, do my dogs need that? I don't know. I've never done it before. Well, now that I am doing it with Coco, I love it so much. And I realize it's not at all just for dogs that are getting older or have aches and pains and things like that. It's for every dog. It's just feels so secure to them when they have it on. And this one in particular is so top of the line, has thought of everything, every detail. This 4-point adjustment system. So when you're putting it on, it has that perfect fit. It has one of the things I love the most about this one is that it has a handle on it right here. So in my case, with Coco struggling with her hips and all of that, if she's struggling to get up a stair, I can kind of aid her with the handle very easily. Let me show you a video of some of the very happy customers that are already using this awesome product, and then I'll get into all the detail of it. Jen, I need you again. I'm searching. Okay. Oh, there it is. So these are real pictures of animals already using it. And so as you can see, the reason that is, let's play that one more time because it goes so fast. They're all so cute. As you can see, the reason that it is called headlight harness is not only is it an incredible harness itself, just, I mean, as I said, premium on every level. It's padded in the chest, so it's ultra comfortable to them. It has this reflective band here, so they're visible at night or in kind of the darker hours. And it's got a hook on either side here and here. But this is the part that is positioned at the chest. And when you press this button right here, on turns the headlight. And I almost thought when I first saw it, this is kind of gimmicky and funny, and I didn't totally realize how brilliant it is until I first put it on Coco. When I put it on her, she right away was comfortable. And that was like instantly I thought, I really do love this harness idea, because when I'm walking her, I have so much more control. She can't run away like she could before, but I can tell she feels secure in a good way, that she likes having that on and just, knowing I'm right there. And so she feels so secure. And that 4-point system that I mentioned, that it just, creates sort of that perfect fit. It's breathable, it's lightweight, it's got that mesh and that padding that I mentioned also. But this was a little bit funny when we first started it. And we live on Balboa Island. I walk her around the bay at night, and there are areas where it's quite dark. And as her eyes aren't working as well, and nor are mine, and it's harder for her to find those places to go to the bathroom. And we're walking along, and I turned the light on for the first time, and it startled her. She didn't understand it, and everywhere she moved, the light went with her, and she didn't. It was actually very funny. But quickly she got used to it, and quickly she realized how much she loves having that light there, because it is lit up the whole way. She can see everything. She can see right where to go to the bathroom. I love that everybody can see us coming. So that's just kind of a nice peace of mind to me. I just think it is so brilliant. And, whether if a car, especially with her being black, if a car were to come, and, that light makes all the difference, but also just all the reflective banding and all of that is so helpful as well. But once you have this, you guys, if you don't already have one, you are going to love it, and your pet is going to love it. And this is one of those you're going to go, how did I not use this? Because I would just walk her in the pitch dark, and I couldn't see it unless I turned my phone on, which is really what I did most of the time. But to have that, and it's just the path is lit for us as we go, and I feel safer, and she's happier. It's so, so great. It does come in several different colors. In fact, I'm going to try to mention them all, but I only have 4 of them to show you there. You're seeing the pink, the blue, the orange, the black. I love all the colors, but there's also a gray. There is a purple that's not shown there, and it does come in several different sizes. It's going to be extra small all the way up to double XL, and there is a size chart right there. So if you're looking at, there's the neck, the chest, and the weight. So you're going to kind of go with that, and then find the right size. Coco's is, well, I'll tell you right now. She just sent me the right one. Well, actually, Coco's is an extra large, and it fits her perfect. And she is, let's see if that's right. Yeah, she's 65 pounds. So she could probably maybe do a large, but I'll have to say extra large fits her perfect. So that's what hers is. And then the makers of this fantastic product, it is Marilyn. I think Marilyn is in the chat. I'm hoping she is. She also came out with another product that I was hoping to feature tonight, but we weren't able to get it here in time. But I did want to show you a picture of it, because I do think it's a great item. And it is a leash that is a reflective leash. There it is right there. But it is a double handle reflective leash. So I wanted to mention this. It has that same reflective all the way around the whole thing. But I love that double handle, because, and Coco's not as active as she used to be, but when she was, and she saw a little dog or a squirrel or a bird or anything to run after, and she would take me down so fast. I have a pair of white pants, white jeans to prove it, where there's a hole in the knee and there's a green grass stain that does not come out. So I don't wear them, but I keep the pants. But having that handle, and it is a cushioned handle where it's right there close to her harness, gives me so much control. So I can just pull her back very easily, or I can let her go with that second handle. So you're not dealing with all this excess leash like we so often do. So kind of love that. And if you get Spleece Your Leash, you can absolutely use that with that leash, which is one of the great things that I love about Spleece, is you don't have to buy the whole thing. You just can buy that one accessory and use it with your own leash. So there's Marilyn. She is in the house. So thank you for being here, Marilyn. You know how much I love Headlight Harness. It's so fantastic. And to me, it does have such a wow factor to it, because it is that light up. And so I love gifts with wow factors at Christmas time. So when someone opens it up and sees that it has that headlight on, and you have such amazing, cool colors. So to really have some fun with the color that you choose, if you're going to gift it, I think is fantastic also. And so it's normally almost $60 with the Grommet discount. It is $47.96, so less than $48 from $60. So grab that. And that might seem pricey for a collar, if you will, but when you touch it, when you hold it, when you feel that every detail on here is so premium, every piece of hardware that she uses is as sturdy and top notch. The buckles, the reflective trim, the cushion, and then of course this light that Marilyn, does it go out? Is this one of those lifetime LED? Because I've been using this constantly since I first featured it, which was quite a while ago. And I have had no issues at all. I know that it does take a 9-volt battery and it comes with the 9-volt battery, but I didn't even put it in there. It was already installed. Is that still correct? Do I have all that correct? Let me know. And yes, someone's saying it's well worth it. So worth it. So worth it when you walk your dog at night and the dog is feeling secure and you're feeling like you have a good secure hold on the dog because of that harness and you can see everything. It's just so worth it. It runs with the 9-volt battery that does come with it. So that is all included. Marilyn.